So, David, you guys, before you decided to put your house on the market, I know that you looked at a lot of realtors that do business in the neighborhood, and I was just curious to know on why you guys chose to use the Miller Realty Group.
Well, if you're like my wife and I, we haven't been very involved in real estate. We sold one other house in California, so we didn't have a ton of experience, and even that one sold before it went on the market. And we was a referral from a friend, and we used that guy. When we got here, it was time to sell. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to go about it. So we just looked around the neighborhood and thought, who's going to know our neighborhood? And there was one gal who called herself a neighborhood specialist, and we came to find out her neighborhood is not just Barrington, but it's also Windermere and it's East Sanford. I'm like, how could she be a specialist in the neighborhood? And we talked to her, and she gave us an estimate of what she thought her house would sell for. We thought it was pretty low. But okay, everybody wants to hear a high number. And we talked to another gal who had actually been shopping, helping us shop for a house. And she was very kind. We really liked her. And she gave us a number that was really high. And we thought that we'd like that, but we weren't too sure we could go with that. And then we talked to the Miller Realty Group. I can say that, Miller Realty Group. And he kind of came in right in the middle. David came in right in the middle. And we thought that was the most objective assessment of what our property was. And two, he let us know that he was about negotiating, he was about marketing, and so that was important to us. Even though I think a lot of the times nowadays, everybody has the internet, so what's the difference your guy or your gal is going to make? And he seemed to let us know he was going to do a lot of stuff, and I agreed, it turned out that way. And as it turned out, what our house sold for was right in the window he said it would.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, good. So you obviously use us to help you sell your property. What are the top two things you liked about working with us? From the time you signed the listing agreement to when we met you at the closing table, what are maybe the top two things that really helped you guys out on making it through the process, number one, or just helping you get top dollar?
Well, I'd say the top two things that came to mind as I look back on our experience with Miller Realty Group was, one, when we interviewed, I made it very clear that integrity was top on our list. It was very important. Now, I can't know if this person can have integrity just because they say they're going to. But in hindsight, I'll look back and I'll say that the Miller Realty Group acted with integrity throughout. I didn't feel like there was any compromise there. And it was important for us and for me to make sure that was so. And it turned out to be so. The promise was kept. And the second thing was, I should say, as we get through, he did what he said he was going to do. When he said he wasn't going to let down, there was a consistent effort. And our house didn't sell super quick. The market was kind of weird at the time, and there was a bunch of new construction in the area. But he didn't back down. He kept going. He kept pushing. He kept trying to find creative ways to try and get the house sold, and it did.
Fantastic. Good, good. Well, listen, thank you for taking the time, and we're glad that we helped you guys move into your next house.
Amen. High five. Fist bump.